Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, frothers,
Germans, whiskey drinkers.
It's round 21. Ladies and gentlemen, the second last round of the Nike VLP premiership. Look how much
Yeah, look at these managers, they're getting fired up. Nikos Ignatidis and Nenos Emanuel.
They need to be fired up. There is only 2 rounds left as what has been the best season so far. Am I telling lies? Am I telling lies when I say that? Big Bird.
Neil, Brunswick are on the up and they've done a North Melbourne. They've brought along 12 players tonight. That's one more than North Melbourne brought a couple of weeks ago.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
12.
Yep. Because Duke Duva's back now.
Oh, Duke for the Duke stuff.
40 weeks I think he's been out, Neil. 40 weeks.
Been out. What do you mean been out? He's been on the sideline every single game.
And look at this Richmond side. And hopefully Ninos can get a result tonight and they can stay up.
Yes, of course, with just 2 rounds left.
Well, they have a catch-up game, Neil, as well.
Against an informed Baldwin. A win for Richmond means that they climb above Mickleham and they have a chance to go into the relegation battles and fight it out. The good news for Brunswick is they've crept into the 8. It looks like that's where they'll be staying if they can secure a win tonight. Do you think the nerves will get to them, Big Bird?
No, look, Neil, I think Brunswick have been there and done that before. We all know they were the 3rd place side last season. It's a bit of fall from grace this season, but they have played big games before.
Is it a fall from grace or is it an epic comeback?
Oh, Antoni Apostolakis off the right-hand post there. Geez, it kind of bobbled on its way towards goal, but
They're like...
he's one of those players that can nick a goal out of anything.
He is, isn't he? You were telling me earlier that he used to be a striker when it came to outdoor.
Yes, that's right, Neil. Up in Brisbane, he was a striker, Antoni, to my knowledge. Oh yes, and Digby as well in his league debut.
This is his debut.
Neil, he played 1 game in the League Cup, in their first game where they suffered a loss to Fitzroy. This is his first game in the league.
And I mean, it shows how much...
Chris Dave, whoa.
You stat man. It shows how much Nikos Ignatidis has really tried this season to get a solid squad out there. So many injuries, and I mean, for him to have 2 goalkeepers is really, that is what you want from your manager.
110% correct, Neil. They have not rested on their laurels this Brunswick side, and that is exactly why they deserve to get back into that top 8.
What happened here? It's a free kick. A little bit of a nudge off the ball. These Richmond lads need to just focus a little bit more on the game, Big Bird, and less on the refereeing, in my opinion.
Oh, Digby again. Great save from Taylor Naxoy. Richmond's leading top scorer, one of the most dangerous and sought-after players.
Yes, sought after, hot property.
Yes.
Don't touch.
We know a few things as part of the VLP Commission, Neil. We know a few things in the trade market, but we can't spill everything. But he is a wanted player, that is for sure.
Zay has been impressive.
Jeez, Rouge Roslin.
So is Rouge Roslin.
Jeez. He's all streaming up Brunswick.
Richmond. Well, it was against Brimbank last week, Big Bird. It was just a ridiculous goal fest.
Ridiculous. That's exactly right, Neil. There's no words to describe it.
I think at this point in the game it was about 4, and what a backheel half volley that was! Did you see that beautifully set up? Richmond have done it. This game so far has it all to kick off round 21. And I mean, at one end, it was Rouge Roslin with an absolutely exquisite back heel pass in the air off the side of the boot. There's Axoy with that famous toe poke. Digby did well. Unfortunately, it fell straight in the path here. And it wasn't an easy one to follow up. Watch this. He had pressure from...
the ball is going on the up too, Neil. That was a very well struck ball by Giuseppe there.
He's going to have a big game tonight. If they want some points, they want to climb off the bottom of the ladder.
Well, Neil, the energy looks good in the Richmond side. Maybe they're feeling a win tonight.
Why not? Why not? They've been impressive lately. Just the story of Richmond's season. So close yet so far. Every game. You know what I mean, Big Bird?
Yeah, well,
a lot of
they
games.
started off like a house on fire. Oh, Portillo again. Start talking about a house on fire.
You want to talk about a house on fire?
He's a Californian bungalow on fire.
What's it?
It's a big house.
Yeah, and there's fires in California hillsides in the summertime as well. That was pretty good, Big Bird.
Yeah, well. Can't explain that, Neil. Put it up with the zoo toy there.
Yeah, put on the shelf with that old zoo toy. And Victor, this is what I'm talking about with the Richmond lads. He's come up here, give him the finger. Let's see. How is he saying that?
You can't. How can you defend that? How can you complain about that?
Why complain about it? Just get. But you got his leg. Even if you got the ball there, it's a dangerous slide tackle.
Stay good, stay strong.
It's a dangerous slide tackle.
Oh, Futsalroos strong on the ball. Oh, Zaya again. He's lifted up the elbow. And yes, rightly so, a yellow card. That's 2 fouls in less than a minute.
Good save by Sadrid there, a bit rattled.
Yes, and
see this foul.
Futsalroos never shies from a challenge, but geez, he copped an elbow there.
Well, he flew in there. It was a bit awkward, wasn't it?
Normally he's the one dishing out.
Yes, that flying headbutt.
Yeah, I'll kneel that headbutt.
That has to be my favourite moment of this season so far.
Looks like a battering ram.
Of course, Frothers just clicked back onto your media player a couple of rounds ago and see one of the most desperate pieces of defending you've ever seen. It was Antonius. The counter attack was on, and he's just done a flying off the top rope headbutt at the thigh of Ahmed Azam against Paran.
Can we call it a battering ram?
Yes!
We'll see if that sticks. Oh, Digby! Digby! What a debut, Neil! Zaya was all alone. Oh, he could see the opening. Oh, Digby!
He read it like a well-written book, didn't he?
Neil, I thought that was in. I thought that was the 2-0 right there.
And I mean, you're going a little bit ape over Digby. Number one, his name sounds cool. Number two, it's a debut, as you said. He's not easy to debut in the
Certainly not, Neil.
Handball!
Oh.
It's handball.
Caretaker manager turned player Richard Arrow. Yes, outside the D, Neil.
Inside the D.
Outside.
Inside.
Outside. No, the ball hit him, then he took a step inside, Neil.
Yeah, but his hand was inside.
Antonius, left open. Roos.
Aye. His hand was inside the D, though. You know what I mean, Big Bird?
No, I don't, because you're wrong, Neil. Anyway, get on with the game, man. No, we'll agree to disagree, Neil.
To be honest, I can't tell if he was inside or out.
Oh, well, I could tell. So
the referee
so
was
I'm right then. Oh, I was right. It's no problem. We'll leave it at that. It's fine.
Get back to
no problem. Yeah. Battering ram. What's he going to do? Yeah, solid with the short pass. Roos. It's got to stick, Neil.
Can't it just be ram?
Nah, battering ram, because he batters into players now. Oh!
But it's established that a ram batters anyway.
Battering ram.
Alright. Here is that player manager you were talking about. It's a Brunswick side ball.
Oh, a little brush of the shoulders there between Roos and Arrow.
Yeah, it's getting fiery out there, but at this end of the season, I mean, it's expected, isn't it?
Of course, Neil.
Oh, Sharp! The Punisher. How lethal is he?
Isn't he finding his form again, Neil?
He has. The form is there, and it's proper, and he's re-earning the name of the Punisher.
Oh, Ricardo Castro left all alone.
Ricky Castro back from the island. You just went to say hi to some old friends there.
Doesn't matter what player it is in this Brunswick side, you just can't give them space, Neil. You've got to really shut them down.
Yeah, I think they've got a lot of their attacking flair back as well. Here's young Avdic.
Oh, geez, he get counter-attack here. He's on here.
How good did Mike Sharples do getting back?
It's still on, Neil. Still on.
Body's flying
Still on. Numbers back. Oh, Kasheba! Well worked there by Arrow. Held the ball. Waited for the right option, and Kasheba, unlucky not to finish there. Has been amongst the goals in the last few weeks as well, Neil.
Review man, let's presume Richmond do somehow make it off the bottom of the ladder.
Oh, sharp balls.
Tell me this. Look at the State League Commission. Look at him walk down there. Rod Stewart lookalike.
Trevor Marmalade.
You see that walk? That famous walk?
Jeez, Sagel was in the crab skull position. He was gone for all money if the ball's on target.
Yes, crab out of water, just shuffling back in. As I was asking earlier, we saw the State League Commissioner walking past. You've been frothing with him here on a Sunday night over the State League.
I have.
Tell me, you've seen who's going to be in the top four, who's going to be challenging these V-League teams come relegation battle time.
Neil,
your advice, your opinion.
If you are a V-League team, I would be very worried about facing Hume. Don't worry, if you don't know who Hume is, don't worry about the players, just worry about the name. If you're up against Hume, you've got to be very, very careful.
And let me get this straight.
Neil, that if Brunswick were to finish in that 9th spot, they would be facing Hume. Because Hume are looking to finish 4th, so that means the 9th placed V-League team faces the 4th placed State League team, and if that was to happen, we'd have 2 big names one of them would be back down in State League. So look out for Hume.
Don't we just love this end of the season?
Oh, Neil.
Big Bird. And what else do we like?
Yes!
Nike teamwear gear. I guarantee you this is one thing I can guarantee. Best prices.
Well, Neil,
I'm not even going to talk
they
about
have been slashed by the godfather of futsal, Fernando De Moraes. They have been slashed.
The king himself.
Yes. De Moraes has gone mad.
He's gone. You read it? Yes, you read my mind.
King Fernando's gone mad. King Fernando's gone mad.
From Brunswick.
He's gone completely mad!
And from Brunswick to Futsalroos.
Oh, De Mello!
Is Futsalroos still in the?
De Mello has just put his head on a Taylor Naxoy toe poke. That is unbelievable, Neil. I want to see the replay of this. Watch this. Taylor Naxoy gets the save, strikes it, and De Mello puts his head right on it.
You want to talk about
that's bravery at its best.
That's a battering ram.
That is a battering ram, but no, he's not the battering ram, Neil.
Yeah, how would he go head to head? He'd lose.
Imagine if you just got a Postolakis and De Mello, just go from one end of the goals to the other and just run at each other head to head.
It's a no-brainer.
Of course it's a no-brainer. They have no brains at the end of it. Oh, yeah, sharp balls. Jeez, he's got the goose squabble.
What's that?
I don't know what that is. Maybe it's someone's talking too much and he's trying to say
a little less conversation,
a little more action.
A little more action.
Oh, Neil, love it, love it.
That's Nike.
The chemistry's building in him in the commentary box, just like it's building out there for Brunswick right now.
What a segue.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
We're feeding off each other.
And well, there's still.
Look at that Brunswick bench, Neil. That's insane. And Piggott's just popped in for good measure.
I'm looking at it, but there's no room to see it there. Absolutely.
Watch this. He's a punisher. Oh, Victor Zaya puts his body on the line there.
In my opinion, that's a foul.
Well,
now I know he got the ball,
but he really did put his body in.
Okay, FIFA rules state if it's a slide tackle.
Oh, here we go. Evan Rabos has come to restore order. Victor Zaya has gone a little over the top.
And that's perhaps why Mikey Punisher Sharples was saying pipe down.
Oh, yes, Brennan, stay strong.
Yeah, stand strong. You like when keepers stay strong, don't you, Big Bird?
Yes, they don't have to go all rubbery like the gymnast zoo toy. Just stand up and do the simple things.
Yes, thanks, Statman. Sagewood with a nice throw there. Straight onto the chest. Oh, lovely turn.
Oh, yes, he is quality Amanal. He can turn it on at the flick of a switch, at the drop of a hat, at the drop of a coin, whatever you want to call it. He can do it.
Will he be doing it next season in the V-League? As it stands, do you think they'd be happy with 1 point, or that isn't enough, is it? Because they're on 8 points and Mickleham are on 10.
Well, look, I think if they got close enough to getting any points out of this, I think they would hold on for a win if they were up. Anyway, Neil.
Yes.
If it was level scores, I think Richmond would have that extra drive to get off the bottom there. I think they can do it.
Who's Richmond playing in the last round, Big Bird?
Pascal Bale, I believe.
Wow.
That just sums it up. Like, this is almost their last chance, isn't it, Neil?
It really is.
And it has been confirmed, Neil. 6:30, round 22, Wednesday, April 18. Richmond versus Pascoe Vale.
Well, they've got Bowen this Friday night.
Oh, yeah, of course. But
Yeah.
Friday nights, as we know, Neil, it's always hard to get a team together or your preferred squad because other players have other commitments. It's hard to.
It could work for or against Richmond.
As we've seen, Pascoe Vale in the cup, they've been very undermanned. Almost every game, missing key players.
If you're a state league team, would you? Oh, Mikey, the Punisher, sharp.
Oh!
It's like there was a magnetic force field keeping the ball out of the goals here.
How does he even get it past Sagewood here? He was right at his feet and he still managed to get it past him.
Sagewood is down there doing the electric boogaloo and all.
He was doing the crab walk, Neil, that he likes to do, the scuttle.
Zaya to Kashaba. It's a foul picked out. And that's what you like to see, as Nor Kashaba's apologising here. You've got the rest of the Richmond lads having a go at the referee. Why would Nor Kashaba be saying sorry to the lad if it was not a free kick? Does that make sense, Big Bird?
Postolakis, the battering ram, just battered his way through the Richmond D. Oh, And what was that there, Neil? He's kind of looked like he was convulsing there. I think at the joy or the surprise of scoring, I think he was frothing at the mouth. Look, he just pushes through, blast past Sagewood like the battering ram he is.
It's a frotholeptic fit.
Love it, Neil. And they've got the 2-1 as well, Neil. That's the lead. Would you bring back Brunswick?
Yes,
Would you back them to hold the lead now, Neil?
Look, they've got 12 on the bench. Richmond have 7. So maybe that's the key.
Well, Neil, that can work. That can work against you, Neil. Because Nikos Ignatidis may not know his best players yet. His preferred combination. He still might be trialling players.
Yes.
And when do you come in and bring in Duke?
Yes, Duke Duver, the Duke star. Cannot wait to see him back in action. What a story it's been. What a frother he's been.
I think there was a foul there for either a handball or a high foot on Arrow yet again on the edge of the D. Now we see the battering ram just lurking outside the goal there.
Yeah, but he's already got his 1 goal.
Just like, oh look, no one's on him. He's still standing there. Goal's wide open. You can see it, Neil. You can see it, and there it is. You can see it a mile away. And Tonis, the battering ram, Apostolakis with his 2nd goal.
Look, it is easy for us to say up here, Big Bird. With that being said, look at the gap that he's just...
It's huge, Neil.
You would have preferred to mark him, because he's going to come in and hit it with his right.
That's right.
Put a man on him and leave the other lad that was out wide. I mean,
cut off the angle.
Let the person in the wall break out wide if that's where they decide to pass it. Anyway, easy for us to say up here, isn't it, Big Bird?
And it's an easy double for the battering ram too. Oh, Kosheba, could have had a shot there.
Avdic finds Mr. 360. Out wide, it's Castro. They'll start again. They've got a bit of confidence now.
The battering ram getting a little excited there.
Loves he's a favourite of manager, isn't he?
He certainly is. He puts his heart and soul into sometimes his head and his body, Neil.
Yes.
Oh, Ricky Castro.
Sometimes his forehead right into the action.
Neil,
as well.
this is exactly what they brought in Ricky Castro for. That touch of class and quality. He brought that ball down with absolute perfection. And just unlucky to miss the outside of the post there. Zaya on the ball, very composed, collected player. Here he is, Castro again. There's that quality we're talking about, Neil. And just rolls it off to Halid. Right down the middle, Zaya intercepts. They've got to get a shot away here, Richmond.
They really need one, don't they, Big Bird?
There it is, back post, Zaya. Very unlucky. Better signs though for Richmond. They really need a goal quick, smart. Because Brunswick are coming.
They're doing the right things out there at least.
They're making a salad. They're just adding the final touches. They're peppering. They're putting the pepper on the salad.
Any other accoutrement?
What's that?
It's like extras.
I don't speak French, Neil.
Neither do I.
Castro! Chrissy Sagewood, the scuttler, scuttles down to the bottom left corner there. Saves another one from Castro. He's having a good few minutes, Ricardo Castro.
So I don't mind the scuttler, because he really does scuttle, doesn't he?
Yeah, but sometimes if you scuttle too low, you can get exposed up high.
Yes. Actually, they've kept him quiet tonight, and
it hasn't been amongst the major plays really.
You'd think.
Castro, he's strong, holds off Kosheba. He can't get the ball off him. What a ball to 360! Oh, that has got to be up there with one of the goals of the week. That has got to be up there, Neil. And the 360's happy with that one. Gives his praise to Castro, but what a ball. Holds off 3. Chip over the top. 360 had enough space to finish.
Oh, just class by Castro.
Brilliant. And the scuttler, oh, he's scuttling, Neil.
That's how you beat the scuttler. Through the cake holes.
It seems everything's coming together for Brunswick at the last half of the season.
Would you have really felt for manager Nikos Ignatidis if they were into the relegation zone?
Oh, well, talking to the battering ram one night, he said that even if they were to go to the playoffs, Mundi Nadzeo and Danny Nualafi Socceroo would be returning. So he goes, there's no way we're playing State League next season. So they'll be pretty confident no matter what situation.
So they'd fly down Nualafi, they'd get some...
well, Nualafi would fly himself. He's Brunswick through and through that lad. Pigger, he's Brunswick! He's Captain Courageous!
He's not.
Segway's coming out the wazoo.
Hey, Pigger, we've hardly seen much of him tonight. He's popped up with yet another
look
goal.
who it is, Neil. Counter-attack instrumented by Ricardo Castro.
Yes. And Matty Pigger, I believe he's scored a goal every week.
Well, since his return,
Since
Neil,
his return.
he's been dangerous, and he's been dogged in defence as well with the battering ram.
Yes, those two in the back.
He's got it all, Neil. Attacking capabilities and polished defending.
Yeah, well, I suppose you got to understand, Big Bird, when your manager is Mr. Sheen, it's always going to come out polished.
Oh, the blinker! Neil, it looks like Brunswick are going to be staying up, Neil. They are going to run with this. They've caught the lead, they've snuffed out the lead, and they're just going to run with it.
And will we see Duke Duva, the Duke Star?
Neil, I dare say we shall. And Neil, if he's fit to play now, and he's been on the bench all this time, all this season, well, why don't they just dress him up? Because you don't have to actually take to the field, you just have to be dressed up, and you can qualify him. He could play cup action, Neil.
That's what I don't get. I mean, he's been out there. Remember with Kui Mu last season?
Yes, absolutely, the Kui Mu law.
Yes, the Kui Mu.
Black soy!
You remember that, Big Bird?
Of course I do, Neil.
So how can we not have a Duke Duva law? He's been out every game.
But Neil, the rules now state that you have to be dressed up and ready to go.
Even if you don't play.
Even if you don't play. Fernando De Moraes, we've seen him
Toss the coin.
in the El Clasico. He just walked on, tossed the coin, kept the bib on for the whole game. And you know what? That was a game. And you know what? That game will in turn qualify him for the AFL's Cup now because there's 3 games left. That was his second game in the middle of the season. And now he's probably going to qualify for the Cup now because of that rule. Just rocked up, flipped the coin, and sat on the bench.
Has he been practicing flipping the coins?
I don't know. I think he prefers tossing it.
Ricky Castro here.
Oh, he's quality! Punisher! Ricky Castro. Oh, he's got the goose heads out again.
He's got 2 of them now.
Double goose heads.
He's doing.
I wonder what happens if he scores his 3rd goal.
He's doing the chicken dance now.
He's gonna pull. No, I can't say that. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. What you're saying.
What's wrong with the chicken? What's wrong with the chicken dance?
Yeah, we're not going to get into it. But Antonis Apostolakis, the battering ram, was lurking in the back post.
Duke Duva's out there.
There he is.
And
Standing
how about
ovation.
the ovation?
Standing ovation, Neil.
We were standing
Punisher.
up here when he...
Oh, Punisher. Duva.
Oh, who cares what he does, the Duke Star? I mean, he deserves the ovation that he got. Just waddling out there.
Yeah, he said it will come, Neil. It will come. They've got a couple of damaged knees out there, Brunswick. Geez, he had a little jump there, the Duke Star.
A few $6 million mans.
Whoa! Geez, Sharples and Castro, haven't they been instrumental tonight?
Just, that's the word, isn't it?
Instrumental.
Yes.
Say it again.
Instrumental. Oh, mate, Pigger!
Everyone's chipped in tonight. Everyone's chipped in, and there is the final whistle.
Oh, well, a convincing victory in the end, and it looks like it's a state league action.
Neil, it was a convincing second half.
Yes, second half.
And look, there's that man in the middle of the pitch, Digby.
I'm here with Duke Duva, the Duke Star of CF Brunswick. Duke, it's been a long wait. You've been there on the sideline cheering on. You've been there on the bench. You're one of the most passionate blokes we've seen in the V-League. Mate, how did it feel to get out there tonight? And even though it was a minute of froth, how was that minute, mate?
Yeah, even though it was like 3 minutes or so, it felt brilliant to be back, just playing, you know. Been out for 40 weeks, so everyone around me helped a lot, so especially Brunswick boys. You know.
Now, you got a bit of an ovation from the crowd. It was great to hear everyone clapping, and love to see you out there. So did everyone here at Futsalroos after such a long layoff through injury. Now, Duke, getting back to the game, you were 1-0 down against the bottom side in the V-League. Just when it seemed that Brunswick was out of the relegation zone, it seemed like Richmond might have taken some points here. So how were the nerves heading into half-time, and what was said by yourself and manager Nicky Martinez to get the boys pumped up?
Well, started off the game quite slowly today. Gave a 1-goal lead, but we remained strong and then patient towards the end. Got our goals, not so pretty, but goals are goal. We got our win today. One next week, and then we're in the cup, so that's all we needed today.
It's been an epic comeback, not only by yourself, but this whole Brunswick side this season. Duke, after playing out there for even just a few minutes, how are you feeling, and will you be back fully fit for the Cup?
Well, unfortunately, I can't play in the Cup because I didn't play enough quarter of games. But yeah, just one more next week. Hopefully, I'll be back for next season.
What a story it's been. And, well, Brunswick looking like...
Neil, I'm going to cut you off.
In the broadcast, Statman said Brunswick would be going down. I said it was ridiculous and that they would stay up. And look, I'm going to prove him wrong this, Statman.
Eat that, Statty. And next up, well, Koran versus Fitzroy. Woo.